Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm really excited to be here today again. My name's Mili and today I'm here with the lovely Rachel and I'm gonna take her through a soft transformation to give her a dimensional blonde look. Today I'm going to try polychrome on Rachel, but in a different way. We're going to be doing a polychrome balayage. That means I'm going to freehand some pieces in the direction of the polychrome placement, and we're going to use that to create dimension around Rachel's hair today. So as you can see on this side, I have a bit of a thicker section on this side, and that is because Rachel wears a little bit of a side part. So obviously then we have a little bit more hair on this side than this side. And if I were to do this side so thick, it would be too noticeable. And we just really want a shimmer through to make that blonde come to life. I want to show you a little bit about the medium that we're going to be using for painting, which is our BLONDME Clay Lightener. The reason why I chose this particular product is because it does give you control, especially when you're freehanding. It really makes a difference. You can paint and make sure that everything stays where you want it to. And a little tip that I've talked about before in the channel is that in order to mix this product, a good idea is to use a comb. You can just slowly but surely mix it with a comb until you get a frosting consistency. I would suggest always picking up a little bit less first, and then if you need, you can pick up some more. And here's what I was telling you about the consistency. Look at that. It's not coming off the brush, and that means it's also not going to move in the hair. I'm going to subdivide this section into two. If you want to get a super feathered look where everything is seamless towards the area of the root, you will have to start a little bit lower depositing your product and then using the brush without not so much product on as you work your way out. Another thing to consider is you always have to pinch the hair. It's important to pinch it into place and make sure you keep that tension. If you lose tension, you're going to lose the control over your painting. So it's important to always keep it tight and with tension. I will not be putting my brush this way, but rather this way, because that way I will also have more control over where I am painting. As I work my way down, I continue pinching for tension. That is always very important. And I make sure that I really coat and saturate the hair. So you can just use the back of your hand and make sure you cover everything all the way to the ends. Now I'm gonna pinch that back and I'm gonna feather my product up. And the way I'm feathering it up is using my brush, again, not to the side, but rather using my bristles to really blend that color. So you want to make sure to deposit and charge the product mostly towards the middle of your section and then really making sure those ends are saturated. But as you work your way up, you're just left with a little bit of product and you just feather it up. If you feel like you have too much going on here, which at the moment I think it's looking quite good, but if you've had the feeling there was too much product here, you can always grab a clean brush and use it to further feather it out and blend it out. All right, I'm going to pack the ends with lightener now. Make sure it's nice and saturated. And now I'm gonna show you what makes the balayage so important, which is we are not really supposed to have anything painting rather than the surface. So if you look here, you're gonna see it's only surface painting. If you can see hair through your section, you have not saturated enough. It really needs to look coated in product. It's the only way you're gonna guarantee the perfect lift. I'm just gonna put a foil underneath it to avoid contact with the rest of her hair. And now I'm gonna go ahead and move on and do the same on the other side. All right guys, it was that simple. We've put in our polychrome sections. I'm going to let Rachel develop for around about 30 minutes. I am, however, going to be visual about it and see how the hair is lifting. And once we are done with her lifting, we're gonna rinse her off and I'm gonna bring her back for a toning. All right guys, I'm back with Rachel after rinsing her out and I think we got a pretty beautiful lift over here. for a freehand technique. I'm very happy with this lift. I would say she's between a 7 and an 8, so I am going to tone with an 8. You should usually stick with the level when you're reaching for your toner. You should choose a toner which is around, obviously, always the same level as the base or the lightness that you have achieved. So I'm gonna choose to go in with an 8 today. And my choice is IGORA Vibrance 8-46. I think it has a bit of that neutral quality in from the beige and also from the brown, and I think it's gonna work great with Rachel's natural as well. And it's still gonna look pretty bright when she moves her hair around, so I think that's gonna look really pretty. And another thing that I'm going to be doing on Rachel's hair today, which I think is not talked about enough, is I'm going to do a glossing surface with our IGORA Vibrance 0-00. This is a product that will create just a beautiful shine to the hair, and it's so easy to apply because you don't need to mix it with any developers. You can just use it as it comes straight off the bottle and leave it for 15 to 20 minutes in the hair for extra shine. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint both sections that I painted before with the balayage. Now I'm gonna tone them, and when I'm done with that, I'm going to go in and apply the 0-00 to the rest of Rachel's hair, and we're gonna wait 20 minutes to process, and I'll show you the final result. Alright guys, I'm back with Rachel and she's finished, and I'm so happy with what we achieved today. Do you like it?
I love it.
Amazing. So we were talking about how this is a great way also for your clients to discover if they would want to go brighter or lighter, or if they like the idea of playing around with a few other colors without that commitment, right? Because it's not like everywhere. So first of all, before we blow dried her hair, we used hair body, and then we finished off with a little bit of texture craft. I'm really happy with the result. I'm really happy with the lift that we got, and I think this is a cool technique that you can try on your clients, like I said, to maybe see if they want to go brighter or lighter, or if they just like a little bit of dimension into their natural colors. So just to recap, I used BLONDME Clay Lightener and I used 30 volumes, and we can kind of call this a polychrome balayage because I used the polychrome techniques placement, and I went in and I freehanded those pieces in, and then we went ahead and we glossed those over with the IGORA Vibrance 8-46, and then we did a 0-00 all over for extra shine. Of course, if you have any questions about any of the products that you've seen in the video today, we have a free education resource that I personally love called the E-Academy. The link is below, and there's tons of education and information on all of our products and even more techniques. And please come back to our YouTube channel soon for more content. Thank you so much for watching.